What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to some more MLB The Show 20. Today we're starting a 2-game series against the Minnesota Twins. For today's matchup we have Lucas Giolito versus Jake Odorizzi. So hope you guys will enjoy, and if you do, hit that like button, and if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Striding in, Luis Robert, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for the White Sox, the center fielder, Luis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Hard liner to center field. Cave is right there, one down. So here's Yoan Moncada. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, comes in with 6 hits in 23 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The first baseman, Jose.
First offering on its way. Jose Abreu is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Now here it comes. And a fastball swung on and missed. So striding forward now, Jorge Polanco. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop, Jorge.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. It was a 2-for-5 effort from him in the series finale on Sunday. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Pitch on the way.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Into the box, Luis Arias looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Fastball just inside. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Now here it comes. This is pulled into right. Mazzara is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yasmani Grandal. First offering on its way. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazzara. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Rosario on the warning track. He makes the catch. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He's coming off a 3-hit ball game in Sunday's series finale. Hard on the ground towards short. Reined in. And there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, Leury Garcia. He was 1 for 3 in the ball game back on Sunday. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Well, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Astudillo corrals it, but no chance to get him, and he'll take first after striking out.
The designated hitter.
Ready now for the White Sox, Zach Collins. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. From the stretch. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 1-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. One and 2. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Garcia at third with 2 away. Count is full. 3-2 to the White Sox DH.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Fly ball into straightaway left. Chasing after it is Rosario. He tracks it down, and that will. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He'll start things out against Lucas Giolito as we get the inning underway. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the center fielder. And it's gone. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz.
The designated hitter.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Batting 6. The left fielder, Eddie.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Third baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mazara's under it, and that's the 3rd out. At the plate, Nick Madrigal. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Madrigal.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Robert.
Sliced hard on the ground. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoán Moncada. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk does. So here's Jake Cave to the plate as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The center fielder.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And that's over. 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So digging in now, Williams Astudillo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 to the Twins catcher. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batter number 11.
Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Got him swinging, and that will end the new inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Count even now at 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Grandal with a 3-1 count now.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nomar Mazara is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Sharp ground ball to third. Donaldson's up with it. To second for one. On to first, and they get them both. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be Tim Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Up next for Minnesota, Luis Arias. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
The 1-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now at the plate, Miguel Sano. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A 2-ball, 1 strike count to the Twins' first baseman. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And he popped him up. In comes Mazzara, but he can't get there. That's down for a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Here's Nelson Cruz now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Got him to chase after.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3. And up next for Chicago, Leury Garcia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now that designated hitter, Zach Collins.
Stepping in now, Zach Collins, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
3-0 to him now. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch as the runner will tag from first. He changed his mind there as he's back into first, no problem. Digging in, Nick Madrigal. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And it's quickly 0-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball down in the zone.
A bare-handed pickup. The 1-2 is taken high above the zone. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Struck him out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Robert. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Luis Robert.
He's set and the pitch. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and standing in the outfielder, Eddie Rosario.
The left fielder.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And the count will be full. Swing and a miss got him reaching. The throw down to first, 1 away. Leadoff man gone, and that'll bring in the 3rd baseman, Josh Donaldson. And that misses for ball 1. Donaldson absolutely hammers left-handed pitching. There's a lot of pop in his swing for sure, but if there's one criticism of his bat, it's that he doesn't put the ball in play enough in these situations. Seems like hitters like this are more and more common these days.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fault these guys today for the swing and miss. In today's game with so many shifts, there are no hits to be had on the ground. But when this guy does connect against left-handed pitching, it is fun to watch.
So he got him swinging. Josh Donaldson becomes out number 2 this inning. Jake Cave stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. That evens it up 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And it's fouled away. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. And here's a slider that misses below the knees. It's ball 4. So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring Williams Astudillo into bat. And Abreu will make the play, and that ends the inning. Top Top half of the sixth about to get started, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Yoan Moncada. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the sixth. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now batter, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. As he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the White Sox. Count is 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Count remains 2-2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. First offering on its way. Yasmani Grandal is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's out number 2. Stepping in, Nomar Mazara. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first. Into the box now, Max Kepler, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he falls behind 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Max Kepler becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Oh, he couldn't make the play. And they still managed to get an out on the play. Whoa. Riding in once again, Miguel Sano. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's going to be a base hit. So there's the possible go-ahead run aboard to kick off the 7th. Homer Bailey takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Into the box, Leury Garcia, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. Bailey uses a split-finger fastball as one of his weapons of choice in the arsenal. He can really be very deceptive when that pitch is working, and I'd imagine as a hitter it's always in the back of your mind.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. A dive, but he's back. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. From the belt, the pitch. Sliced down the left side, but foul.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
High in the air out to center field. Cave is there, and he has it for the first out. So coming to the plate, Zach Collins. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Nick.
Spinning a throw back to second, and he'll dive back in safely. At the plate now, Nick Madrigal, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that is down for extra bases as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now 2-1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis.
To the plate now, Luis Robert. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the throw in gets away from him. Fernando Romero comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. At the plate, Yoan Moncada batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. This is lifted out to left. On the move is Rosario, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Robert rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Now back, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So here's Jose Abreu as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Not close. It's 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Too high, and it's 3-0. Strike taken up in the zone.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On a line to shortstop. The tag, and he's out at second. It's a double play, and just like that, So striding in, Nelson Cruz. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Slow little grounder left side. And there's one down now. The next twin up, Eddie Rosario. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Here's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. Mazzara is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Now at the plate, Josh Donaldson. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Now a big swing here by Donaldson, but he got out in front a bit too much, and that's a foul ball. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he will strike him out. 10 now. Ready to begin the 8th, and that brings up the versatile Nomar Mazzara.
The right fielder, number 30.
Here comes the first pitch.
Mazzara.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Rosario coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Ready once again, Tim Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. In now, Leury Garcia. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And that misses ball 1. In there, 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Well, this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in. Now in the box, Jake Cave. It was a walk in his last trip.
The center fielder, Jake Cave.
Steve Cishek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 31, Steve Cishek.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Into the box now, William Astudillo. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. And they get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now to the plate, Jorge Polanco. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Polanco around first, heading for second now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Now batting, right fielder.
In now, Max Kepler, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. All set to start the 9th in this one. Standing in is the DH, Zach Collins.
Zach Collins.
First delivery to him on the way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
1-1. And he lays off for ball 1. So 1-1. Still even at 2-2. Ripped down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And the White Sox get something going here. It's a leadoff double.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nick Madrigal.
So now to the plate, Nick Madrigal, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cave is right there, 1 down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The center fielder.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Luis Robert. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kepler is there, 2 down. Into the box now, Yoan Moncada. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one. Digging in to try it again, Luis Arias. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Alex Colomé takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Alex Colomé.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Pitch popped straight up. Colomé shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Miguel Sano.
Number 22, Miguel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1, no strike. That's ball 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. 2-2. And And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Nelson Cruz is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Made him look silly with that one.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. High and deep to right center. Mazara's under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Palehose host road win number 40 on the year. Lucas Giolito records win number 16 on the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Jake Odorizzi pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Victorious White Sox.